Lamar Jackson finally opened up about Mark Andrews, and what he said shows how important the tight end is to the Ravens, even with his quieter start to the season. You know when someone on the team does all the hard work but doesn't get much credit? That's what's happening with Andrews. And Lamar made it a point to highlight the huge role he's been playing so far. If you want to understand how Andrews is helping the Ravens offense function, even without many catches, stay until the end because we're going to talk about that. Go Ravens! Lamar Jackson was very clear in saying that even without showing up much in the statistics, Mark Andrews is essential for the Ravens' success. He may not be getting as many passes as in previous years, but that doesn't mean his impact has diminished. Andrews is working hard behind the scenes, helping the team in other ways like blocking and creating space for the offense to function better. It's like that player who doesn't score the goal but creates chances for the team to score. Without him, nothing happens. Moreover, Lamar explained that Andrews' role is much more than just catching passes. He is running routes and attracting the attention of defenders, allowing other teammates to get open for important plays. This silent work from Andrews is one of the reasons why the Ravens' offense has been so effective, especially in the ground game. He may not be shining as much in the numbers, but his contribution is crucial for the team's balance. And even though Andrews isn't getting the expected spotlight, Lamar Jackson doesn't hold back on praising the tight end's team spirit. Andrews keeps playing hard, without complaints, because he knows the team comes first. This commitment is what makes Lamar trust him so much, knowing that when the passing game needs more balance, Andrews will be ready to make a difference. Speaking of team spirit, what Lamar highlights next is exactly the dedicated player attitude that Andrews has been showing. Lamar Jackson didn't hide his admiration for Mark Andrews' attitude. Even with fewer passes coming his way, Andrews is always focused on doing what's best for the team. He is helping the offense in ways that don't always show up in the stats, and that caught Jackson's attention. For the quarterback, Andrews is the kind of player every team wants, willing to sacrifice for the overall success of the team. Jackson emphasized that this team player attitude is what makes Andrews so special. Even when he's not the primary target in plays, the tight end continues to fulfill his duties with dedication and without complaints. This reflects a level of maturity and commitment that, according to Jackson, few players show when they're not getting much attention. Andrews knows his time will come, and he is ready to do whatever it takes until then. And this trust from Lamar in Andrews goes beyond words. Jackson believes that Andrews' impact will grow as the season progresses and the Ravens' offense starts to diversify their plays more. In the meantime, Andrews remains a vital piece, doing the dirty work on the field, and that's what makes him one of the most respected players on the roster. But besides creating space for others, Andrews is also helping to create opportunities that don't show up in the stats. That's where his value in playmaking comes in. Mark Andrews might not be making many receptions, but he is directly involved in creating big plays for the Ravens offense. When he runs his routes and draws the attention of defenders, other players end up getting open. This creates space for Lamar Jackson to explore the ground game more and complete short passes at crucial moments. Even if Andrews doesn't get the ball, he's helping the team move down the field. This role is essential for the balance of the Ravens' offense. Andrews is pulling defenders out of position, which opens windows for other players to make big plays. Not every player accepts being that path clearer for others, but Andrews knows that this is what helps the team win. He does it without complaints because he understands that collective success is more important than shining individually on every play. And the most interesting part is that while Andrews is helping in this way, he stays ready for when his time comes. Lamar Jackson knows that at some point, opponents will adjust their defenses to try to stop the Ravens' ground game. And that's when Andrews will become the primary target again. But until then, he continues to run routes with the same intensity and helps create chances for others. This trust that Andrews will have more opportunities in the upcoming games is something Jackson reinforced when talking about his importance. Now, let's see how Lamar trusts this silent contribution from Andrews. Lamar Jackson made it clear that even without flashy numbers, he fully trusts Mark Andrews' work. The tight end is doing what needs to be done, running strong routes, blocking effectively, and helping to create plays that often don't appear in the statistics. For Jackson, What matters is that Andrews is helping the Ravens' offense be more dynamic and efficient, even if his individual production isn't as visible. This kind of silent contribution is something that doesn't always get the recognition it deserves, but Jackson knows how important it is. He understands that without Andrews' work, many of the big advances on the field wouldn't be possible. Andrews is there, running hard and blocking, even when the ball doesn't come to him. This shows the trust that Jackson has in his teammate, knowing that Andrews' impact goes beyond the numbers. And this trust goes beyond the current moment. Jackson believes that soon, Andrews will have more opportunities to catch passes and make big plays. As defenses focus on the Ravens' ground game, Andrews is just waiting for his turn. When the time comes, he will be ready to shine again in the passing game, proving that Lamar Jackson's trust in him was not in vain. Jackson's view of Andrews' future makes it clear that he is thinking long-term, and that's exactly what he spoke about when discussing his expectations for Andrews in the upcoming games. Lamar Jackson believes that Mark Andrews will still have a huge role in the Ravens' offense as the season progresses. So far, the focus has been on the ground game, and that has been working very well. But Jackson knows that eventually, defenses will start adjusting their strategies to try to contain Jackson and Derrick Henry's runs. When that happens, Andrews will be in a perfect position to shine in the passing game. Jackson made it clear that Andrews is patient and understands that his time will come. He is fulfilling his role now, running routes and helping others shine, but when opponents shift their focus, Andrews will be the main target in many of Jackson's passes. This long-term vision is what makes Lamar trust Andrews so much. He knows that when the team needs him, the tight end will be ready to make big plays and return to being the standout everyone knows. This mutual trust between Jackson and Andrews is what makes the Ravens' offense so dangerous. They have various weapons at their disposal, and Andrews is one of them, waiting for the right moment to make his contribution in the passing game. When that moment arrives, the Ravens will have an even more balanced and hard-to-stop offense. Jackson's view of Andrews' future is clear. He will shine again, but in the meantime, he is happy being a true team player. So, what do you think of Lamar's perspective on Mark Andrews? Even with a quieter start to the season, his importance in the Ravens' offense cannot be underestimated. It's inspiring to see how he dedicates himself and embodies the true spirit of teamwork, even when the statistics don't fully capture his impact. As the season progresses, there's a growing expectation that he will shine once again and contribute to the team in ways we all love to see. The resilience and commitment he demonstrates not only reflect his character, but also solidify his role as a key player in the Ravens' strategy. How do you view Andrews' role on the team? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your insights could spark a great discussion about the impact of team dynamics in the NFL.